Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hatchet Television Podcast. Now, going into the sponsors, going into all that quick information real quick, thank you to our sponsors, Deadlights Tattoos, off of Evers and 410. Deadlights Tattoos. You can find all their links and all the stuff that we do. Also, thanks to our Patreons, the Phoebes, Boat Captain, and Jennifer Moore. You guys rock. Without you, there would be no us. Without you, there is no us. See what I did there? All right. So, going into this podcast, it's me, Deb, and Chuckles, like how it usually is, and we talk a bunch of trash. All right. So, once again, thanks to our sponsors, Deadlights Tattoos. Thanks to the Phoebes. Thanks to the Boat Captain. And thank you, Jennifer Moore. All right. For more information on all our Patrons and stuff, Patreon/HatchetTV, Instagram, HatchetTV, all that good stuff. Hatchet TV Gaming. And, yeah, there's tons of them. All right, so here we go. All right, so we're rolling. It's the Hatchet TV Podcast. Podcast for no reason other than we're podcasting.
Yay!
Today in studio, it's myself, Josh Born Dead, the old married gamer to my right.
Deb.
And to my left of my right of the left.
Chuckles.
Yeah, everybody always wants to hear Chuckles. They're like, where's Chuckles at? Where's Chuckles?
And then when they hear Chuckles, they're like, why are you talking?
Because I got big nuts and I cannot lie.
Oh, you other brothers cannot deny.
When a girl walks in with her mouth full of waste
Whoa,
and
hey.
have my nuts in her face and they get sprung.
Yeah, so...
My nuts are big. That's all that's big. Everything else is very small.
Tiny.
What the hell was that?
Some might say minuscule. That's the dogs.
They're not.
That sounded like a fucking demon trying to get inside here.
That's just the dogs.
Give me food.
The first time
We fed them. Yeah, the first time I was like, what the fuck?
we got scared because it was in the nighttime. We were
I had
asleep.
a gun. Deborah had a gun. We're all walking in the house. It was like, who was that?
Oh.
And then Poe, we closed the door behind us, and Poe goes back to the door. It was Ben. It's Ben.
Yeah, it's Ben doing
And
that.
Ben's all scratching on the door, and we see, I was like, this motherfucker.
Yes, it scared me really bad.
It just scared the shit out of me right now. Literally, there's a little bit of poop.
a little bit of poop in your
A
underwear?
little bit of poop. Now, it's like one of those deer poops, but now I'm sitting on it, so it's flat.
Okay, so we had a couple of tacos? We have a couple of tacos.
What did
Yeah,
I say? Joe
tacos.
Rogan said about Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh, dude, they talk about wrestling injuries. You got to listen to the Joe Rogan podcast when you're not listening to us.
No, don't listen to Joe Rogan.
What? He's got millions of followers, and I mean, I listen to him.
Sheep. That's what you call them. Sheep. Bad.
So everybody's supposed to just listen to us, and that's it.
Yes.
And
Listen to
give us money, give us
Yes.
hits.
Give us hits.
Get
Give
more
us money.
friends.
Speaking of which, money wise, we do have Patreons.
What?
Yeah, we've got the Phoebes.
The Phoebes.
We've got the Boat Captain.
Arr.
And the high level gold tier. Is that the highest tier we have, or is there another higher
No,
tier?
the
I
higher
think
one is 20.
Yeah, but I don't see anybody ever doing that. If you'd like to, be our guest. But right now, our big money sponsor, patron is Jennifer Moore, Jennifer Rodney.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, thank you, Jen.
I like to call her J Mo.
I believe I owe J-Mo a
J-Mo.
song then, don't I?
Yeah,
Yes, you
yeah.
do.
But we're not. Are you gonna do it here?
We'll do it after this. Only she can hear it because she paid for it.
Yeah,
So
there you
I'm
go.
And she's actually excited to
I'm
hear
gonna
it.
give her the dopest rhyme I can make up.
Dopest.
Dope.
It's her and Rodney.
And then we have our two official sponsors.
Yes.
Yes. Do you know who the two official sponsors are?
I'm gonna say one of them is
Deadlights
Deadlights
Tattoo,
Tattoos, and the second one
off of Evers and 410 behind Las Palapas.
Lapa,
Says
Lapa.
Deadlights Tattoo. You can't miss them. You got to be careful because there's like 400 tattoo parlors right in that area. But you want the one that's directly behind Las Palapas.
So is Las Palapas
Deadlights.
our second sponsor?
No. They sponsor the parking lot. No. Deadlights Tattoo. Got to say it over and over again.
Yep.
Deadlights
And
Deadlights
then
Tattoo.
also
Deadlights Tattoo,
One Up
Deadlights
Gaming and
Tattoo,
Movies.
Deadlights Tattoo,
I'm-
Deadlights Tattoo.
Stop. You get carried away.
So?
Get carried away. We're already talking about the next sponsor, One Up Gaming and Movies at Pika Pika Plaza off of Military. I like saying Pika Pika Plaza.
One Up Gaming, One Up Gaming, One Up. It's subliminal. No. One Up Gaming.
Also, when you listen to this, after you finish listening to the podcast, get on Facebook and go to Deadlights Tattoo, like their page, and share it.
Yes, they're the ones that did the Thanos. Mario did the Thanos on my calf, that amazing picture. And when they hit 2,000 likes on their page, they're going to give away a free tattoo.
Yeah.
Groovy.
So we have to get them to 2,000.
So we've talked about this. We've talked about our sponsors and our patrons. Patreon.com HatchetTV. Patreon.com/HatchetTV. And let's get into the podcast.
We're already here.
Are you driving us there?
Switching gears.
I don't know what you're saying.
It's a mix of Kickstart My Heart and American Woman. American Woman! Mama, let me be! American Woman! Why isn't food free? I want to go down to McDonald's and get me a Big Mac, that's for sure.
They should do a remake
American
on American Woman.
She's 4'3". American Woman.
Mama has 3 children. For different daddies.
Daddy sing bass. Mama sing treble. Okay, so Chuckles has a topic of, what did you want to talk about today? Well, you said you wanted to talk about it in the podcast before we started watching fucking wrestling.
Oh, just a little thing that happened to me today when to watch football.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. Deborah, Jennifer Moore, one of her tiers of the Patreon, is that she wanted to talk about how there's an error code on her PlayStation, and she thinks it's just PlayStation doing a money grab to fix it, because you have to send it back into PlayStation. Now, I don't know if she has to pay for it, if she's still under warranty or not, but I have a personal bearing in this situation. We'll talk about that. Deb, do you have a topic?
No.
What?
I don't.
American Woman! Mama, let me be! American Woman! 5'3". She don't want me coming home no more. She locked me out and changed the locks on the door. American Woman! Oh, shit. Oh, okay. So let's save Jennifer Moore's for the end. Okay. Her Patreon topic podcast. Chuckles, what happened to you today?
Well, today was the second week of the NFL season.
That's not the song for the NFL.
What?
That's not either.
That's not it.
I don't even know what you're saying.
There you go.
Hong Kong Phooey, meanest motherfucker anywhere. Hong Kong Phooey, he's a dog that wears underwear. I know that's how the song goes.
No.
Oh, anyways, talk about what happened to you today.
And a lot of stereotypic stuff.
Oh my god, that made my head hurt. Oh, okay. So
it's first of all, let me say, back in the day, we used to watch football at a place called Fatso's in Bandera.
Back in the day,
and it was a real cool place because like everybody was welcome there, and of course everybody had their section. So you had like your Cowboy fans.
Woo! Put a pinch of Cowboys! Cowboys! They're gonna win this year.
Hey.
What?
You also had your Packers and Niners and Steeler fans and Lions fans.
Pinche fucking Packers. And the Niners, you know what they're good for? They're good for dudes, other dudes.
But since they closed that place down, I really couldn't find a place to watch my games at no more. Cause it's not fun watching them at your house.
That's in tribute to Fatso's. And I'm giving you a second to drink your water over there. Fatso's was all shitty and dumpy, and they had all the volleyball courts in the back and all the fucking douchebags and all that stuff, but it was still pretty cool.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
No, so you said you used to go to Fatso's, but you couldn't go to Fatso's. Now you had to go to some other place because Fatso's doesn't exist. So where did you go?
I went to, can I say the name?
Say the name.
Southtown.
As long as you're telling the truth.
Yes. I was tagged there. So you can see on my Facebook, it's tagged.
Talking to your mic.
I am talking to my mic.
Okay, go ahead.
So I went to Southtown 101, which is in downtown next to that Chinese restaurant we went to. What was that place called?
Golden China Sun Garage.
Golden Cafe.
Golden Walk Dragon.
Golden Walk.
Yeah, the fish
How
and
can we
gravy.
stop going there?
Yeah, we'll get into that at another day.
I really want to know why.
We'll talk about it.
I want to know. I'm not saying anything else until I find
finish
out.
your story, and then I'll tell you the story about that.
I want to know now.
We stopped going there because we weren't happy with the service and the food.
That's it?
Yeah.
Isn't it like every restaurant we go to?
Yeah.
Anyways, so we were going there.
Deborah's looking at me like, is that why we quit going? No, we quit going because we broke, motherfucker. That's why.
This place was cheap.
Anyways, go. So you were at Golden Star. That's what yeah.
No, Golden Star is right there by...
it doesn't
Downtown.
matter.
Huh?
Downtown.
Anyways.
Southtown 101.
Southtown 101. Place is really nice. Very, very hipster. You're allowed to bring dogs in. They're actually...
Only if they're free-range dogs.
No, they have to be in leash.
Free range, as in they do not eat GMO dog food, and
Like neutral?
it
And
has to be like
outfits.
organically grown dogs.
And they have to wear outfits.
They have
Actually,
to wear
there
a
was a
bow
pug
tie.
where his tongue was always hanging out of his mouth there. No, like that.
Okay,
And
and they all have to be rescue dogs, but they're all like full bred. I rescued him, and he's a full bred dog, and it only cost me $600 to get him from the animal. No, you went to a designer dog place.
Designerdog.com.
Yeah, you didn't go to the Htvpod or the dog place to get a dog.
By the way, my dad is selling full-bred
No.
Basset Hounds.
No, not until your dad starts putting money into the podcast are we going to be advertising for him.
Hey, the
No.
more money my dad makes, the less he calls me.
Oh, well, yeah. Buy dogs from chucklesdad.com. Just kidding.
Good old Basset Hounds.
Anyways, so Southtown
I went to Southtown
101,
because they're
hipster dogs and all that shit.
were
Said
having
Southtown 101 got hipster dogs and all that. I drank caffeine before we started.
That was 2 sips of my pumpkin spice latte, and that's it.
I don't
It
do
has
caffeine.
a late reaction.
No, I don't do caffeine anymore. So a little bit of caffeine is like, whoo-hoo.
That was like 5 hours ago, too.
I know. It's just kicking in now. Go ahead.
So I went over there because they're having the group
Get to the
named
point.
River City Cheeseheads, I
DRRA.
believe.
I wish I had a fucking quarter for every time he went, Okay, so cheesehead.org.
No, it was River City. What's it called? I can't remember. Anyway, it was a Packers watching party.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
Green Bay
Packers
Packers watching party at Southtown 101.
So, okay, I got there at 12 o'clock because the game started at 12. I sat down, and I was like, okay, there's no waitresses here. Where do I get food at? So I went down to the...
Well, a lot
bar.
of these places, in their defense, you have to go to the
I didn't know
bar.
that. And
Or
I went to the bar first, and like, hey, can I have those suckies to this? And I go, can I have order food here? It's like, no, you have to go in the back and get an order from the kitchen. Okay, fine. I go back to the kitchen. I said, let me have honey wings and fries. I'm like, okay, pay for it. Go sit down, start watching the game first, second half. She comes to me and she's like, hey, I'm sorry, but we can't give you the wings right now because it's still brunch menu. I was like, okay, that's fine. Can you?
That's how hipster they are. They have brunch.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell brunch was. I thought
It's
it was
breakfast lunch.
Why? Then what the hell can I get my wings?
Be-
Yeah,
Put
what
eggs
is
on
that?
it. Put eggs on my wings. I don't give a fuck. So she was like, "Well, I can bring it to you at 2 o'clock when the menu changes." Like, that's fine. So okay, I made sure I paid before before the
When you
food-
told me earlier, she gave you 2 options. You
Yeah.
could get a refund right then and there,
or order something
or
for the brunch.
order something from the brunch.
or bring
3
my
options,
wings
or
and bring my
later
wings
on.
at 2 o'clock, which I was like, fine, okay.
You're still going to be there because you're watching the Packers play against who?
The Vikings.
The Vikings.
And,
So you knew you were going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay,
Let
2
him tell
o'clock.
his story.
I'm helping articulate the story to our listeners.
Go ahead.
Proceed.
So, okay, 2 o'clock rolls around, and I start seeing people getting their food, which is like burgers and shit. Like, wait a minute, that's not part of the brunch. So I go wait in line. I go back over there, missing the game, mind you, and standing in line and come up there, and then the lady looks at me, and she's like, "Oh my God, let me go get you your wings and fries." And she goes in the back. She comes back. It would be 15 minutes, and I looked at her like, no,
because the game was about to end.
The game was about to end, and then I asked for a refund, and she was very mad because she was pushing her screen very fucking Satan. Go away!
Don't yell into the mic, asshole.
Tell Satan to stop knocking on your door. And so she got shoot. I mean, was I really the bad guy for canceling?
No, you're not the bad guy.
But why was she so mad?
Because she's a fucking douchehead. And she realized she was a douchehead. And so she was mad at herself.
Well, it was pretty cool, too. Like, the people who were hosting that party had free food there anyways. So I got to eat anyways. I got to eat some ham and cheese sandwiches and some chips.
Ham and cheese sandwiches from American Woman.
I'm such a fat ass. I need dip with my chips, so they didn't have any dip, so I got mayonnaise and used it for dip.
You fat fucking fuck.
Ew.
Chuckles probably sweats butter. Salted, unflavored butter.
I pee mayonnaise, and it comes out like soft serve. Like at Golden Corral, because like,
if you could have seen the jack off hand motion he just did to pee. Chuckles, why do you go to pee?
When I'm done peeing,
nobody else goes to pee.
When I'm done peeing,
maybe he does that.
Yeah, you don't know. You watch me pee or what?
No, right now you did the jack off motion and went to talk about peeing.
Well, because I was also
so that just leads me to believe that's how you pee.
I was also mentioning how soft serve comes out at Golden Corral. You pull the handle down, and it shakes.
But you were going like this.
Because it shakes.
You don't do that to serve soft serve, and you don't do that to pee.
How do you know that?
Well, not you, but
do you
everybody
watch guys
else.
Pee?
No, but I know. Oh my God!
I guarantee you, every guy pees
differently. Could y'all please write in if you shake your right hand in a jerk off motion and grind your teeth going in order to urinate? If anybody else does that, please write in. Let us know.
Maybe that's how he energizes in the morning. Just waking up. So
yeah. That's exactly how I do it.
So you went to this place to eat some wings and
enjoy some football. And I did enjoy some football because I got to watch it with other Packer fans.
And you got some ham sandwiches on the down low.
Sandwiches on the down low, and I got a couple beers
on the down low.
And I really wanted to give this place a good rating because I always like to give things ratings. But they asked me, how would I think about the food? I said, I don't know. I never got it.
Hey.
And I think they saw it too because like the husband came back. He's like, "Sir, are you okay? Did you like?"
Why'd you talk all quietly? He's gonna hear it. You're recording it.
Fuck that guy and fuck your kid that you're wearing as a backpack.
What?
Yeah, the waiters were wearing some kid as a backpack.
Oh, fucking hipster.
God, man, is that kid even washed? You know, what if that kid sneezes some like kid disease on you, like that Dennis Hoffman Outbreak movie?
Did they have him like the kid's back was to the guy's back, or was he
looking backwards, or was he looking the same direction as the server?
That the baby was having her head like rest on her dad's back.
So it was stomach to back.
Yeah, stomach to back.
So if the kid had really long legs, he could have belly to back suplexed the dad. Okay.
But the thing is, the wife and the husband were sharing the kid backpack for like throughout the game.
That they were going for tips. That's all. It wasn't even their kid. They probably
found it in a dumpster. Typical San Antonio.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, man. There's more kids in a dumpster than there is fucking Mojaves.
No. We just had this conversation with Chuckles that he has to watch his language.
Hey, it's only the N-word, and I didn't say the N-word.
It's not just the N-word. It's your insensitive...
Insensitivity.
No one cares about Mojaves.
Chuckles, you can't say that either.
A whole bus of them could die, and no one would give a shit.
Their families would.
That's not.
I would.
Not true.
That's not true. I would care.
It's a trend now. They do matter.
They always matter. Oh my God.
Like if there's a bus full of them, and they all died, but one dog died too, people have like a parade for the dog.
Okay, is that all you have to say about this place in Southtown 101?
Yeah, Damu House.
No. Oh, my God, Chuckles. The thoughts and views of Chuckles do not necessarily represent the thoughts and views of anyone else in Hatchet Television or any of the various forms that it takes. They represent the thoughts and views of Chuckles and Chuckles alone.
We don't own the right to this music.
Chuckles thought he was going to be a smartass, and because when I was posting live stuff on Facebook, I was putting, I do not own the rights to this music. So he was like, I'm going to be a fucking asshole and type the same thing in my stuff. That way Josh knows that I'm making fun of him. And I'm like, finally, Chuckles learned how to do something right, because now he's putting it in his fucking live cast. And then like a week later, he told me, I typed in like you. And I'm like, I got all sad because I thought Chuckles was putting it in there to protect his broadcast and shit. Man, he was putting it just to give me a hard time.
I got too much street cred, Joe. All right, Deborah, what's your big surprise?
My big surprise?
My name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Everybody, you guys ready for Deborah's big surprise?
Deb's big surprise here on Hatchet TV. Hatchet TV Gaming, Old Married Gamer, Life's a Game with Chuckles, Deb Sprites, all that shit, and blah, blah, blah. Because we have like 42 different projects that we don't do anything in any of them.
So, Deborah's surprise.
I got a spiral pop.
Deb, you need to talk up, and you need to lower down.
And I also got Schmidt, and I just need Nick from
New Girl. Who's that girl? It's Jess.
I have 3 of them, and I just need 1 more.
Deborah's collecting Funko Pops, and she's got Winston, Schmidt, and Jess. Now she only needs Nick to complete the 4.
And you want to give Boat Captain a hard on right now?
Yes, go ahead and give Boat Captain a hard on.
Hey, Boat Captain, right behind Josh, there's a Donald J. Trump pop.
There's also a Hillary Clinton pop.
Oh,
he's somewhere hiding back there.
You backstabber.
And I was going to get the Bernie Sanders pop, but I couldn't find him anywhere because he sold out.
Oh.
That's funny on so many levels.
Yeah.
So I got to see Boat Captain for the first time in Gross Face.
That's not the first time you've seen Boat Captain.
He looks like a Caucasian me.
A Caucasian?
Caucasian
me.
So it's like Chuckles and Nega Chuckles.
It was like Chuckle was a negative. That's Boat Captain.
Caucasian. No, it's Chuckles and Nega Chuck.
And those two powers combine,
they equal 0. Positive and a negative makes it anyways. Oh, stop. Don't do that. What if somebody was listening on headphones? Don't
Good.
do that.
Fuck you in your headphones. Let everybody hear what you're listening to.
Oh, my God. Okay, so time for the Patreon topic brought up.
Wait, you didn't have a topic?
No, I didn't have a topic.
Why has we have to have a topic and you don't have a topic?
Because I'm
you
the
have
one
the mic that does not look like a black cock.
Because I handle the Patreon, so therefore the Patreon topic
And the sponsors.
and sponsors is my doing. Deborah, what did she say?
Do I read the whole thing?
Yes, read the whole thing and use it and do it in Jennifer's voice.
She said,
Do it in Jennifer's voice.
I don't know how to do Jennifer's voice.
Perfect.
Go.
She said, I got an idea. PS4. I've had an error preventing me from updating my PlayStation, as have a lot of other people. Error SU42118-6. It's a hardware malfunction, and people believe PlayStation's trying to scam us out of money by having to send our systems in to fix the error. Just take a gander into that. If that's too much, then game systems in general, why everyone's so particular about what system they play or something. Like we're diehard PlayStation people, but this is making me second guess it. LOL.
LOL means laugh my ass off.
LOL means laugh. Well, laugh out loud.
I know how to fix this problem right now.
Okay, you go into it, Chuckles.
Okay, Jennifer, the first thing what you do is you actually get a box, about the size of your PS4. Put it in the box. Make sure you wrap it really, really well. Turn that sumbitch sideways and go buy yourself a Nintendo Switch.
No. No. I'm going to go somewhere about that too, but continue.
Okay, so if the Nintendo Switch is not your tickle your fanny, I do recommend slave ownership. That's probably the best thing
What?
you can do. What?
Chuckles?
What does that have to do? We're talking about the PS4.
That's exact.
You have a PS4, don't you?
Yeah,
Okay, if you had this error code, what would you do?
sell it.
It
Tell
works in good
some
condition.
dumbass online is that this is a PS4, man, $50. Oh, that's cheap. Anything wrong with it? No. Meet me at Target in Austin, Texas.
Tomorrow at 5:00.
Exactly.
Continue while I study this issue.
So, Deborah,
So, Chuckles,
uh,
what'd you think of the pay-per-view?
it was actually disgusting.
Okay, going back onto our topic that our Patreon paid for that y'all were supposed to stick on
Oh,
while I was
PS4
researching
sucks.
it.
PS4 sucks. Stop playing video games. Go outside and play jacks or something. What was that game where the kids actually spun like a hula hoop and they chased it with a stick?
Hula hoop stick chase?
Yes, play that.
Yeah.
what
But
is
Or
that?
even better,
What's a hula
go
hoop
rob a
stick
place.
chase?
See what
No,
happens.
no.
Go rob a convenience
No,
store.
he's just saying shit because somebody told Chuckles, oh, the more outlandish stuff you say, the more people listen to you. But it doesn't happen that way because Chuckles has said fucked up stuff in the past and nobody listens anyways. So don't swell up his head
told you
with
that?
that bullshit.
I have no idea.
Because they were liars.
Anyways, back to the topic that was paid for.
Okay.
It's an issue, a hardware issue that happens when you update your PS4 and it crashes it out and you had to send it to them to blank it out, and I didn't find a fix to get around it, and I don't know. If they're charging you for it, then maybe it's something that's kind of messed up, because if it's something they know about, why are they charging you for it? Are they only charging you for shipping? If this happens like right after you buy it, are they still charging you? So there's a whole bunch of different things that fall into it. Now, Chuckles' fix of, buy a Nintendo Switch. Buy a Nintendo Switch. You know what I got to say about that? I got a Nintendo Switch in, March of this year?
Yeah.
And you know where it's at right now?
And your couch because you didn't want to send it back to Nintendo?
Nope, I sent it back to Nintendo because it had a blue screen of death, just like fucking Windows, and then it wouldn't turn on or nothing.
Hey, you think these consoles, when they go back to Japan, they commit harakiri, say that the Switch gets the blade, he stabs himself in his stomach, and then a samurai chops his head off?
So what I did was I went to the Nintendo site and put in my serial number, and they're like, oh, well, you still have warranty with this. Send it to us. And they emailed me a UPS sticker, and I printed it out, and I took it in a box, and I shipped it, and I recently got an email Friday, as a matter of fact, that they received it, and after they decide if they're going to fix it or not, then they'll fix it, and after they fix it, it'll take 11 to 13 days before I get it back.
Is it
if
free?
they decide not to fix it, what happens?
Then they'll send it back to me unfixed.
And then we're screwed out of a Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
Was
So-
they diagnostic yet?
So what it looks like is an error that a lot of Switches are having, and apparently people aren't really talking about it overheating and a whole bunch of bullshit. But it was all in their forums, and they agreed to pay for the shipping over there and all that good stuff. So I sent it to them. Now we're just waiting. And right now, this is the first modern system I've ever bought that's had this type of issue. So Nintendo is kind of on my list. Unless they send it back all good and all that, then it's like, shit happens. But my Wii didn't have this issue. My Wii U didn't have this issue. But my Switch did. And this wasn't even a first generation Switch. This was the Mario Limited Edition red handle Switch that, they already had like a year of production to go into.
Mm-hmm.
What was the second part of Jennifer's question, that if we weren't going to talk about the the fix for the PlayStation. I'm going to research more into it, Jennifer, and see if there's any way to work around it or anything like that.
She said, then game systems in general, why is everyone so particular about what system they play or something?
Now, Zoe also had a post. Zoe from Retro is Life, Retro Gamer Girls.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jonathan's dog, Zoe.
That's not funny.
What? Seriously?
Jonathan's dog's name is Zoe. But there's also Zoe Bell from the Quentin Tarantino movies, the stunt person. But anyways, Zoe from RIL.
In Las Vegas?
Yeah, from Vegas.
Her name is Zoe. Not Zoe. It's Zoe.
That's how you spell Zoe, you shithead. Oh, he's not even joking.
No, he's not.
He's like, fuck, I thought her name was Zoe all this time.
Yeah.
I
thought it was Zoey.
I was talking
For
to her.
Zoe.
I was talking to her on Skype, and I called her Zoe. No, way to go, Chuckles.
Okay, so how do you spell Zoe?
No, we're not going to go into
that. That's not how you
that.
say Zoe. That's not how you. That's not her name.
No.
Chuckles, quit yelling. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So you're talking to Zoe.
No, she posted.
You're talking to Zoe.
She posted online, just like how Jen said in there right now. What's the big deal about what console you play it on? It's about PC versus consoles and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And my response was, people just need to shut the fuck up and game. Play a game. You know, you get into this whole debate of, oh, PlayStation's better. Oh, Xbox One's better. The Switch is better. It's like, okay, does Xbox One have the totally fucking badass and taking up way too much of my life right now Spider-Man game? No, it does not. PlayStation 4 does. Does Xbox One or PlayStation have Zelda Breath of the Wild, which took up like my entire Christmas vacation? All like 14 days of my Christmas vacation?
He's like, hey, Josh, what are you doing? Playing Zelda. Oh, you want to go to church? He's like, fuck no, Zelda.
You know,
You don't go to
no.
church.
Yeah, I
So
don't go
in
to
that
church.
aspect, Switch is better. Does PlayStation have PlayStation or Switch have Cuphead or
Halo.
Halo? Well, no, not the Halo. Killer Instinct. I can't do voices right now.
That game sucks
I
ass.
love Killer Instinct. The only reason I got an Xbox One was to play Killer Instinct. What?
Your phone just lit up and said, I'm sorry, you couldn't hear your voice.
Oh, that's okay. It's fine. It happens. But, so, you know, it doesn't matter. Just play video games and get out of other people's business.
It's just human nature to say, I got this and you don't. It's just human nature. Simple as that.
Why don't they just get all of them?
Exactly.
Got to
We
play
have
them all.
of them.
Gotta play them all. Gotta play them all. What?
Well, we don't have a Switch now, apparently.
I do. Ooh, I'm better.
See, and the other day I wanted to get the 30th anniversary PlayStation 4 version of Street Fighter. You know, the one that you got me on Switch.
Yeah.
And Deborah's like, why? You already have it on the Switch. Blah, 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 blah. She fucking jinxed me. Now I can't play it because I don't have a Switch. And if I would have got it on PlayStation at a super discounted price.
He wanted Street Fighter on my birthday.
Josh,
What?
when did you get 2 copies for me and you?
Chuckles, that's not funny. Fucking hilarious, bro.
Shut up, both y'all.
So, that's all I got for today.
This podcast is whack.
Why?
Your t-shirt, whack. Your glasses, whack.
Your face.
Me, I'm fly as fuck.
You're a fat as fuck. Ismar.
Why is your hair sticking out of like you're drunk or something?
Dude, man, I'm Super Saiyan.
You saying what?
I'm saying,
You're Super Saiyan.
I'm Super
You
Saiyan.
super saying what?
I'm Super Saiyan. Super. Remember that fat kid from that the PJs?
You can't call.
Hey, Super. Hey, Super, why am I hungry? Super, why you never fix my mom's kitchen?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh,
And it was like Eddie Murphy's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a TV show. Wait, I'm too fucking important to make movies, so I'm gonna quit this TV show and fuck everybody who was involved with it."
The PJs was fucking funny.
I loved it.
Oh shit! American woman watching TV.
Wait,
American woman.
I'm seriously gonna ask you a question. Do you guys still watch TV?
No,
I do.
Not wait.
No.
Do we watch stuff on TV?
No. Do you watch TV like we did 20 years ago?
As in, like, we
No.
have to wait for the show to come out and then watch the show, wait for the commercials,
Yes.
and
No.
then have to
We,
wait.
well,
Do you-
we did with Walking Dead.
I think that was the last time we ever watched TV.
TV.
But we can't even say that because we already had recorded.
Because,
Well,
like, when
yeah.
Breaking Bad was out, you know, that was like 10 years ago.
Oh, my God.
I used to buy it on Apple TV, the season. So I wouldn't even watch it that day. It's just the next day it would come out, and I'd just watch it on Apple.
Well, I just realized that nobody watches TV no more because my dad,
You're
Who-
anti-technology.
very anti-technology.
A prepper that lives out in the hills.
His alarm clock is a chicken.
Like a real chicken.
Like, seriously, it's a real chicken stuffed in the clock, and he's, my dad hits it, and he's like, it's 11.
You say Ed
That's
Sullivan?
a Flintstone. Not Ed Sullivan. It's a living. It's a Flintstone reference.
I thought he said Ed Sullivan.
No,
Dad.
for real. No bullshit. Chuckles' dad's alarm clock is a rooster.
So I went to go visit him the other day to help him with his puppy issue, to get rid of the puppies. And he was watching the
Aim
news.
the fucking mic towards your mouth. I'm
He was
watching the peaks
watching-
over here, and you're talking. It's like no, blah. Just it's like a laser. Is it pointed towards your mouth? No, it's pointed towards the bridge of your nose. Point the mic to your mouth hole. There you go. Oh my god!
Watching the
Take the mic out of your mouth. You fuck.
He was watching the news on YouTube.
Wow.
He was watching the news
It was
on YouTube.
it was the news from 4 months ago.
Exactly. He's like, hey, did you hear about this new President Trump?
The rich
like,
guy with the bad hair is the president.
He's our president. That's crazy. And then I go to my mom's house the next day, and she was watching TV, but she had that shit recorded. She doesn't watch live TV
DVR.
no more. Yeah.
That's what
So
what I do.
She watches, like, she lets accumulate.
I don't understand, but we have DirecTV, and it's not DirecTV with the box. It's DirecTV
Mobile.
streaming and mobile or whatever, and we have DVR with that. We don't have a physical device, but we have DVR. Mind is blown.
Do you kind of miss the days of watching TV, or you're like,
No. I
hate
want what I
commercials.
want to do
Right?
is make a playlist of Saturday morning cartoons on YouTube, and then watch that playlist
and get
on
fined?
a Saturday morning and eat some cereal.
Oh, by the way, I'm glad you brought
fat
that up.
Fuck, you're gonna remember something because
They came out with classic tricks.
okay.
You ever had tricks now? They taste like healthy ass.
Healthy ass.
They don't even look like tricks no more. They look like bizarro tricks where like the purple was like dark purple and yellow.
Purple
And,
tricks are for kids.
and it's like now made with natural fruit additives and all this shit, and it tastes like crap. And I was like, because my mom had it, and I was like, let me try the new tricks. It was horrible. It was like eating super diet Kicks berries.
You know what I liked for Saturday morning cereal? Thank you for bringing that
But
up.
they did bring back the original super sugary, super chemical, mutated version of tricks.
Only available
back.
in Mexico, like how they have Mexican. I don't know about y'all out if anybody else from around the country is listening, but we have what we call here Mexican Coke. And no, we're not talking about drugs. We're talking about
That was a share.
Coca-Cola in a glass bottle, and instead of it being sugared,
Let's go
sweetened,
buy one right now.
instead of it being sweetened with high fructose corn syrup, it is sweetened with sugar. Because it's made in Mexico, as opposed to everything in America. American woman. that is flavored with high fructose corn syrup. So Mexican Coke here is made with sugar. So are your Mexican tricks not whores?
No, this thing is jam-packed with
real
fructose
sugar.
corn syrup, which is made in what they were. That's why they had to change it, because they were using high fructose
When you
corn
think
syrup.
of Saturday morning cereals,
Pac-Man
Deborah
cereal.
first. Deborah first.
Frosted Flakes.
That was mine. I loved Tony the Tiger,
With
Frosted
bananas.
Flakes. Yes.
Is to cut the slice of bananas. Well,
I
actually, I
was-
would use
Or
a fork because I wasn't allowed
Rice
to use a
Krispies.
knife.
I would get Rice Krispies and I'd put them in the. You put the Rice Krispies in first, you weird fucks. And then you pour
And then
the
you put
milk
sugar.
in, and then you put in way too much sugar. That
Where
by
you
the time
couldn't
you
even eat
you get
it.
to the you get to the bottom of the bowl, right?
You're like-
And no, so you start sipping the milk out of the bowl.
You crunch the sugar.
No, and then you look into the bowl and you see the white milk, and then there's like gray sugar
Yes.
sludge.
I thought
'Cause
I
there's-
was the only one.
Because there was you put so much sugar in there that it could no longer dissipate in the water. It wouldn't break up or anything because it had already reached the level. Oh, forget it.
I know what you're talking about.
You know how when you're in science class and you put salt?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just trying to say my fucking cereal.
Okay, what fucking cereal did you eat?
I don't care no more.
What was your cereal?
I was extremely addicted to Pac-Man cereal.
That was only out for like a year.
No, it was actually out for like 5 years.
What about Golden Crisp?
Can't get enough
Was
cereal
that
Golden Crisp.
I used to
It's
freak
got
out
the-
because it came in a weird bag.
The bag was different.
Right, it was like
Yeah.
foil.
Yeah.
I like the way it smelled
Yes.
when you open the bag.
You can
It's
smell
like-
you can smell the salmon.
Okay, now I'm going to say something that some people might consider racist.
Uh-oh.
But it's not intended to be racist at all. But did anybody else as a child picture the Smacks frog and the sugar can't get enough sugar golden
Sugar bear.
crisp sugar bear, right? Did you just think they were voiced by black people?
Yes.
Yes.
And it was no big deal.
No.
It's just okay. People of color, POCs.
You know what I miss?
Your phone's really trying to listen to you right now.
I miss Christmas Captain Crunch.
I never had the Christmas Captain.
You remember Oops Crunch Berries, where it didn't
Oh,
have
it's
any
all
Captain
Crunch
Crunch, it
Berries?
just had all yeah.
Dude, remember was it it was cereal shaped like ice cream cones?
No.
So like it was like
Do you
white-
remember when Frosted Lucky Charms only had rainbows?
Magically
That's it.
Delicious.
And then they got stars. You're like, what the fuck? And then they got rainbows. You're like, what the fuck?
Dude.
And then they got the horseshoes. Like, what the fuck?
Remember Shark Bites?
No.
No.
They were like that gummy shit.
No.
Oh, you suck.
Wait, is it cereal or candy?
It's candy. It was like
We're
fruit-
talking about fucking
It's
cereal.
a fruit
you
snack,
fuck.
but it had the same commercials.
Oh my god! I remember Street Sharks.
That's not a cereal.
Well, that's what happens when you change a fucking subject like you just did.
But why you start talking about Street Sharks?
To prove the point of how douchey you are by going to candies while we're talking about cereal.
But then you started talking about Street Sharks.
Oh my god! Are we done with cereal now?
No. Never.
Baby shark do do
Do,
do
do,
do
do,
do
do, baby
shark
shark. Stop
do,
already.
do, 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 do,
Don't
baby
go with
shark
that
do, do,
shit.
do, 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 baby
Oh my
shark.
god!
Mama shark do, do, do,
Stop,
do, do,
please.
Mama shark do,
For the
do,
love
do,
of all
do,
fuck,
do,
stop.
Mama shark do, 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 do,
Mama shark.
Are y'all done?
Daddy
Oh
shark.
my
do, 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 do,
Daddy shark do, 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 do.
Let's talk about
Daddy
cereal.
shark, dude.
It was a really good cereal, you fat fucks. I knew that would get y'all to stop. C-3POs.
That cereal is not good at all.
That cereal was fucking
That cereal is just
amazing.
King Vitamin with C-3PO on it.
Yeah, and?
King Vitamin tasted like vitamins. It tasted like vitamin E broken capsule.
You know, now that you say vitamins, Flintstone vitamins.
Flintstones.
I
Eat
love
the Flintstones.
I ate
Flintstone
this shit
vitamins.
like my mom would try to give me Pepto-Bismol. It's like it tastes like gum. It's like ugh,
Oh, I loved eating Pepto-Bismol.
gross. What the fuck?
You would eat Pepto-Bismol?
Yeah, I was drinking.
Deborah's like, I got fucking Sugar Crisp. I'm going to chase it down with Pepto.
I pictured Deborah putting
That was like the
Pepto
only medicine I like taking.
putting
Deborah-
Oh, my stomach
Pepto-Bismol
hurts.
in an ice tray with some with some toothpicks and then like
when they first bought a blender, Deborah got some strawberry ice cream, some milk, and half a bottle of Pepto.
How'd you know? My mom told you.
This is how fucked up Deborah is with medicine, right?
Oh
She's
my
got like
God.
110 fever, right? She's all shaking and sweating, like half her sweat is coming out 212 degrees boiling, and her other sweat's coming out in ice cubes, and it's like, here's the instant cure. And it's like one little cup full of cough syrup that tastes like cough syrup, and it's like guaranteed to make her feel better within 10 minutes and cure her of all problems. It's like, Deborah, here, drink this. And she's like, it's yucky. And stays like that for a fucking week instead of taking her medicine and being like that for a day. She's like, I can't move. Drink this. No. No.
Well, that's kind of happened with me too when I had diverticulitis. It was like, Eric, you just need to go to the hospital. Like, nah.
I'm like, Chuckles, you lost 115 pounds in 3
2 days.
weeks.
In 2 days.
And like, you need to go to the doctor. They might put a finger in my butt. I'm like, Chuckles.
They did, and when he went in there, he moved his finger like he was scratching a lotto ticket.
That's they're checking for polyps and colon cancer.
With your fingers, stick a tube up there or something.
Are you sure
But don't
it
go
wasn't
in
a
there
tube?
and start scratching like you won the lotto and like 3 cherries. And then he wipes it on a card. He's like, "Oh yeah, no blood. Thanks."
We can fix that.
Just close your eyes, Chuckles.
You know, I think I'll probably take a straight dick in my butthole than a scratching finger anyway.
What the fuck?
Dude, it hurts when you go in there scratching for gold. If it was just going straight in and out, it would have been fine.
And you don't
But
think
he
the
went
other
in
one's
there
gonna hurt?
with his fucking 12-inch fucking middle finger and scratched all over.
You're saying he had banana hands. Banana hands.
And you don't think the
Banana
other
hands.
option's gonna hurt?
Well, Deborah, if he just went straight, that would have been perfectly fine. But he went in there Wolverine style, scratching away, and like that shit hurt. And he goes, relax. And my butt is like a bear trap on this guy's elbow.
Wait, he got his whole forearm in your...
That's what it felt like. God damn. But I think for the main reason why I didn't go to the hospital because I thought I had cancer.
Boo. And now we're back down. But you didn't.
Yes.
Yay.
But
That's
you
why
did
I'm going
get
to
your
the doctor
butthole
tomorrow.
fingered.
Well, what the coolest part about that whole
Was the
situation...
butthole fingering?
No. The coolest part was actually wearing a colostomy bag for a while.
Oh my god.
And this thing will fill it with shit, and I'll put it on people's backs. They're like, what is that warm feel?
Yeah.
And then turn around, it's my bag of shit. I was standing in the post office, and it farts on its own, so it's a hole in my stomach, and it goes, and people, and like, I'm in like the rich side neighborhood, like in Alamo Heights.
Yeah.
And the ladies like turn around like, you're disgusting. I'm like, ma'am, I have a colostomy bag on. She's like, oh my god. It's like, I can't control the sounds that
I
come
will
out of
tell
here.
y'all this. After they removed the bag, Chuckles called me. Bro, I'm like, what? He's like, I'm trying to take a shit. I'm like, why the fuck are you calling me? He goes, I don't know if my asshole works anymore. I said, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't know if your asshole works anymore? I haven't used my asshole in 2 weeks. Or how that was. It was
like
longer.
5 months.
Yeah, because it was a long time that you had the fucking bag on there. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know if your asshole works? Well, I hadn't used it all this time.
It felt weird, bro. It felt
So
weird.
wait, so he's sitting on the toilet trying to take a shit, and he called you?
Yeah. Looking
While
for
he's trying-
emotional support. I'm like, Chuckles,
Did you give him?
listen to my voice.
You're gonna get
can
through
do
this.
it.
Keep it at 60 miles an hour. And don't stop.
You
I said-
can do
I
it.
said, bear down on your teeth. Lift your heels up with your toes pointed down. I said, now breathe like this. And then he was doing it. Do it, Chuckles. And I was like, wee, will rock you. No, for real, because I saw it in a movie and I thought it was fucking hilarious. He's like, I'm really trying to take a shit here. I'm like, Chuckles, just take a fucking shit. I don't know if I can. I'm like, just take a fucking shit, motherfucker. He's like, oh, that's not right because I had the bag for all this time and now I'm calling you up and
Even before I had the bag.
I'm like, who taught you how to take a shit in the first place? Nobody. And then he's just all quiet. And he's like, I took a shit.
And you say, that's a good boy, Chuckles. That's a good boy.
And then I took a picture and I told Josh, go look at my doo-doo.
I wish this wasn't true.
No, it was longer than that because even before I had the bag, I couldn't shit before. That's what was wrong with me.
That's yeah. It was weird because Chuckles would like he was full of shit because he wasn't shitting. We would go out to eat and he'd bite one bite of his food and he's like, I can't eat anymore. My stomach hurts. I'm like, go to the fucking doctor. And he lost all that weight. He looked like a skeleton with peach color electrical tape wrapped around it.
Do you remember when he was in the hospital and we went to go see him and Alfred was with us?
And he did the socko. And then Chuckles touched the socko. And I'm like, that was his real fucking sock that we just drew on in the fucking waiting room. Chuckles' sister walked by looking at us like, what the fuck are these dumbasses doing? And the next thing you know, we're in Chuckles' death room.
Oh, man, but the drugs are great, dude. When my dad would come in and start talking... And my dad would bring up stupid shit. I was like, click, 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 bleep, 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 bleep. I'm like, I had that shirt. Wake up 4 days later.
Speaking of that thing, I remember when they did surgery on my mom's heart. And my brother, me, my mom, my brother, and Josh.
They're regulated. You can sit there and go, hit it a bunch of times, and it's not going to administer the morphine a bunch of times. It's like only counts once every 5 or 15 minutes.
My mom was like,
trying to fall asleep.
So if you hit it like 10 times, it only reads once.
Dude, but I can see why people get addicted to those kinds of shit like that because, man, that whatever I had, and as soon as I was off of it, I wanted more. Like I wanted it. Like,
can I have more, sir?
And it felt great. It made you feel really good, and you're like, okay, it's time to go to bed. And you wake up feeling, yeah, I get to have another shot. So I was like, you can't get another one for like 3 hours. Like I'm looking at the clock. Waking up, looking at the clock, and as soon as it turns like 3 o'clock, click, click, click. Oh, I'm in pain. Okay, 9 to 10, 48. So,
at a level of 1 through 10, what's your pain at? 48.
He's like, "Are you sure? Just give me the shot." So, don't you want something to eat? No.
Who needs food? Just give me drugs.
it was great.
Sid Vicious over here, motherfucker.
Until I found out how much they were charging me for each shot. It was like $700 a shot.
It was expensive, the shot. When they
Yep.
Remember when I had my surgery and they're like, do you want me to hook you up? And I'm like, no, I'm not in pain right now. Just leave it there, and if I feel pain.
And then they
like,
charged us for it, and then we went and complained about it because they never connected her to it because she was being a hard nose.
I wasn't in pain.
Yeah, and then they took off like $4,000 off the bill. Yeah, now we only owe $1.3 million.
And when would you like to make this payment? That's the first thing they ask you.
How would you like to pay for this?
Yeah, it's like,
yes, I would like to.
Like, Mr. Doherty, this is it's going to be costing. This is a bill for this, and would you like to make a payment today, or take care of it? And I'm like, yeah, bill me. Oh, you have to pay something. I'm like, yeah, bill me. What you have? No, I got no money. Bill me.
I've been in the hospital. Where do you want me to have money at?
He's like, I haven't been to work in like 5 months. I'm getting 10% of my check.
Oh my God! But I think we should end it right there. It's this has been a very emotional, trying podcast. Started off with nothing, and like 30 minutes ago, I'm like, let's end it already.
How long have you been doing this?
It's 10:50.
53 minutes.
Nice, not bad. And why are you spitting out your fucking dip?
It's not dip. It's phlegm.
Oh.
So we talked a little bit about the issue that Jennifer Moore was having.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talked about Southtown 101, Chuckles' experience there. And then we talked about Chuckles getting a finger in his butt.
Nah, it's more like I said. I'd rather take a straight dick than a scratchy finger.
When I go to get my what is it called?
Colonoscopy?
Colonoscopy. I want to vlog it.
Do it.
You won't even be
Dude,
awake.
if you need a cameraman, I'll be there for you.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Just call my
He only put you out,
name. I'll be there. Just look over your shoulders, baby. The doctor's going to be scratching lotto tickets in your butthole.
Dude, I'm gonna be right there. As soon as he stick his finger in there, I'm going to go straight with you. And I'm like, yep, there it is.
Hold my hand, Chuckles.
I'll hold a butt cheek open. Go in, Doc.
You would. Oh, my God. Chuckles, when are we going to get you to go get a tattoo at Deadlights Tattoo?
What do you have to get me?
No, when are we going to get you to do it?
Oh.
You just have to pay for it, that's all.
Then never.
What? Didn't you want a Jaws tattoo?
Yes, but I'm very particular. Like, I want her to draw it first.
He.
I want he to draw it first.
Okay.
And if I don't like the drawing, I'm not going to put it on there.
It looks just like the fucking thing you have on your phone. What more do you need drawn?
I don't care.
Okay, Chuckles will never get a fucking tattoo ever.
Nope, ever.
Besides, only hipsters have tattoos now.
That's not true.
Yeah.
I'm not a hipster.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You got a beard?
Yeah.
You have glasses?
Yeah.
Hipster.
You have a fedora? Yeah. Fuck.
Do you call Deborah milady?
No.
He
Do
doesn't
I
even call me
bathe
Deborah.
with homemade soap? I don't bathe. You
Hipster.
hipster, yeah. Fuck.
Do you have a dog that you rescued?
No.
We don't. Oh.
Do you wear skinny jeans? They're not supposed to be skinny. I'm just fat.
Did you drive a hybrid?
Fuck.
Do we?
No. Oh, my God.
Do you play video games?
Hipsters don't play video games.
They only play retro video games like the ColecoVision.
Yeah.
Then you're not a hipster.
Yeah, there you go.
Yay!
But don't you have a ColecoVision Cabbage Patch Kid and cartridge?
Cartridge right when you walk into the house. Yeah, I do. Son of a bitch. I bought it for 50 cents, by the way.
It's $15 game.
Ooh, you want to buy it?
No, you can let me have it though.
So we'll go ahead and end the podcast there. Don't forget, if you want to follow us or support us, you can go to patreon.com, HatchetTV, twitter.com, HatchetTV, Instagram, HatchetTV, HatchetTV Gaming.
With Chuckles, Instagram.
Nah.
I post pictures of my penis, but you can't tell it's a penis because it's real close up. It looks like a rotten peach.
Why not? Womp. Oh, did you hear of the Nintendo whatever thing that they're going to re-release Mario University or Mario U?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Did you see the new Nintendo Switch controllers?
No.
The
What
NES
are?
controllers?
Yes, $60.
I'll still
Yeah.
get 'em.
Yeah, $60,
I'll
bro.
still get them.
You can buy me a pair.
Nah.
Patreon. We're gonna.
Patreon. Buy Josh some Switch controllers. But you have to be a subscriber to their online service
What?
to get that.
So you can't buy them at a store. Oh, I like that.
Yep.
I might do that then. But all right. Until next time, Josh, the old married gamer from Hatchet TV Gaming, and
Deb.
Chuckles.
we're saying thank you for your time, thank you for your ear holes, and thank you for your patronage.
If you are
Patrons?
not a Patreon,
Do you want to hear more? See, look, here's the main reason why we're doing the Patreon. 1, money. 2,
money.
No. 2, we're not really making all that much money on it. But now, especially now that we have a $10 tier gold member,
what is $10 paying for right now?
$10 gets you a custom thank you song one time from Chuckles. It gets you access to a guaranteed at least once a month Skype call, Facebook, whatever call. Hold on, let me look them up. Y'all talk. Do something interesting.
I came out the sack with no underwear. And I have no chance to smell a hair. But because
Okay, that wasn't interesting at all. Hold on, let me turn this mic around. We have our $1 warriors. You get a heartfelt thank you from us. That's it. And your name at the end of our videos. $2 infantry, access to the Patreon only $2 infantry podcast once a month minimum. And the same thing as a $1 warriors. $5 you get a once a month Google Hangout or Skype or whatever with at least 2 random HTV members. A vlog, access to the vlog. And the same thing as a $2 and $1. $10 gets all that, plus Chuckles sings you a random song or rap thanking you one time. You get to pick the topic one time, once a month, and then all the stuff from the 5. That's it. That is our highest tier. We don't have a $20 tier. Our gold member is Jennifer Moore.
Ooh. All right, let's end this podcast so I can make this song because I go to work tomorrow.
All right. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for. Oh no. I said the main reason is for money, but it also brings in the stress of shit. Now we actually have to do something because somebody's investing their time and their money into us. So it gives us that added responsibility. Because if not, it's like, we're not answering to anybody anyways. But now technically we are. I know it's only a small bit of money altogether in total, but it means a lot to us because that means we mean something to you. All right? So until next time, Josh, Deb, Chuckles, we thank y'all very much. Have a good evening, a good morning, whenever the fuck you're listening to us, and catch us next time, all right? Peace.
Oh.
Bye.
Chris.